Hey there, this is Kamal. This is the first video in the data structure series, and in this video we'll be learning about what data structures are and how they are important in learning and understanding the concepts of any kind of algorithm or any kind of a programming problem. So let's get started. Alright, so first things first, what is a data structure? In layman terms, a data structure is just a way of organizing data. So let's take some real life examples. Let's assume that you're trying to log in to your YouTube account. So what happens is whenever you type in your email address and your password, that data is being validated with the data that is being stored at Google's end, or that is YouTube's end. So they take your email and your password and they try to validate that. So now the storing and the fetching of data happens through a data structure. Similarly, let's say you're searching on Google, and whenever you try to search for something, Google has to take that query and put it into its database and search for that, right? So it has to give out relevant results. And at a daily basis, Google gets lakhs or millions of requests in a single second. It has to process all of this data and give out results as quickly as possible. All of this happens behind the scenes through a data structure. Similarly, let's take a really easy example, like let's say you're trying to open a file in your system. All of this file data is actually stored inside your memory. These are stored inside of each memory block, and this data could be anywhere inside your memory. Now let's say you have to get that file, right? So your system tries to get that file and showcases that to you. This also happens through data structures. So these are just some simple examples. So before digging deeper into data structures, we have to first understand another concept called as abstract data type. So an abstract data type is an abstraction for a data structure, which provides only the interface or the rules per se, which the data structure has to follow or implement. So in layman terms, that means that the abstract data type basically defines few methods or rules which the data structure has to follow. Like let's say, if you take a real life example, like let's say you have a vehicle, right? Vehicle is just an abstract term. We have multiple kinds of vehicles, like let's say we have a car, we have a bike, we have a truck. All of these kinds are like data structures, and vehicle is a broader term. Now inside of this vehicle, we have defined few properties, like let's say every vehicle has tires, every vehicle has brakes, every vehicle has a steering wheel or a steering handle. Your car or your bike has all of these, but apart from that, it also has few more features, and all of these features are not defined. Like let's say you take a car and you know that a steering wheel is there in a car, whereas in a bike there is a handlebar, right? The way that you implement this steering direction all is dependent on the vehicle, but you know that a vehicle should have a steering mechanism. That is what is being defined in vehicle, but how it is implemented in the vehicle is not defined by the abstract data type. The data structure defines it. So that is how it happens here. Similarly, you have your brakes. Your brakes are there at the handlebar in a motorcycle, but when it comes to a car, the brakes are there near your foot, right? So that is the implementation. So the implementation is different in both of these vehicles, but at a broader scale that both of these do have braking mechanism. Few of the examples of abstract data types are list, queues, and map. If you take a dynamic arrays, they come under list. List is basically defining few properties, which is an abstract data type, and dynamic array is implementing that. Similarly, you have queues, which is an abstract data type, and linked list based queues are the implementation part of it. Similarly, you also have a map, and hash map is the implementation of it. So there are multiple implementations for each of these abstract data types, but these are just the basic examples. So that is what an abstract data type is, and what an abstract data structure is, and how they correlate. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you have liked what you have seen till now. If you did, then please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe as well. And I hope to see you in the next video.